It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And he's got room. All the way down to the 24-yard line. And a huge play there right off the bat. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Up third and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Here's Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. He'll look to throw. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Neville Gallimore in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down.
A 27-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at the 20. Prescott going to do it himself. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Cowboy first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. But that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 3, Cowboys nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
20 Pollard. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Cowboys.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 88.
CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
and they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Got an open man. It's Rattling. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now it's Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
9-yard line.
Man on the out route. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 8. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Barkley on the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Van Der Esch. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's third down.
There on the coverage.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Yards. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Pollard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Run for Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Cowboys 17. Saints 10. Tyler Bass set to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
They'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Good.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. To stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one, 28 yards on the ground. You got to give him the football again here. He gets the big run down to the 2. Pay it off.
I like it. I like the call, but here's always the question. How many times do we see the big runs and the guy pats his helmet and says, take me out? Why would you go out when you've got a chance to get it again and score?
Will try to punch it in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Neville Gallimore in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.